you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain burns most of the chains in the game? Why would I?
It's all right, man. Cool. I been going there like.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On second down, it's Austin. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
38. No break.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it's the right time to make that call.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
19.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's 1st and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this will become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
18, right here.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some space here. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Austin, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
I feel like you and
looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The tight end in motion right. On second down now. It's Austin. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Red cycle. Check you. Black ultra.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. He's up to the 20. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Open man completes it to Claypool. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
In motion comes the tight end left. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. Sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Ready, set. Back, right. 6, 7, going red.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. On first down, it's Austin. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They run the counter. Austin, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Ready. Drill 52. Hey, no fear. Ready.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need him right now because they're trailing. He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This one swung out to Williams. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying, don't panic, and then demonstrating it by...
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
19 play.
They'll look to throw here. He still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 2nd down, it's Austin. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Austin. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. They'll set up a throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here we go.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
6, 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Check. Ready?
Now a give right side. It's Austin, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Hustle. Ultra. Go ultra. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Austin. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal.
They'll try the left side. It's Austin, and he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game with the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. 44 yards.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll run on first down. It's Austin, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He's back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Hey, green, strike, black, shot.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. On the counter, here's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On
throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Back to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on fourth down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
And they take a knee.
The Broncos are Super Bowl bound as we say goodnight, everybody.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, trips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog.